Pakistan's relentless pursuit of violence through its terror proxies has once again claimed the life of an Indian Army officer. In a tragic development from Jammu and Kashmir, an Indian Army soldier lost his life during a counter-terrorism operation in the Sopore region. This latest incident sheds light on Islamabad's continuing destabilization agenda as Pakistan-backed terrorists bring a fresh wave of violence to previously peaceful areas in the Jammu region. Here's the full report.
An Indian Army soldier was killed during an overnight counter-terrorism operation in Jammu and Kashmir's Sopore region. The soldier, identified as Sepoy Pangla Karteep, sustained critical injuries during a gun battle with terrorists in the Zalura Gujjarpatti area and succumbed to his wounds while being evacuated from the conflict zone. The operation was initiated after security forces uncovered a suspected terrorist hideout on January 19. Maintaining a tight cordon, they conducted overnight surveillance and intensified search efforts at first light. The encounter erupted when suspicious movements were observed near the hideout. This operation, described as meticulously planned and executed, reflects the ongoing efforts by Indian security forces to combat militancy in the region.
परसों सुरक्षा बलों को एक इत्तला मिली थी कि जिसमें एक हाइड होने का इम्कान था, तो उस लिहाज से जालूरा सोपोर में एक सर्च ऑपरेशन चलाया गया था। तो उसके दौरान एक हाइड भी बस्ट हुई थी, बट उसके दौरान जो है थोड़ी देर में गोलियों का तबादला हुआ जो कि एक एनकाउंटर में तब्दील हो गया। और इसमें एक जो है हमारा जो सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस का एक जवान है जो शदीद तौर पे जख्मी हो गया था और उसके बाद उसने शहादत प्राप्त कर ली।
There has been a marked spike in terrorist activity in Jammu and Kashmir, with security forces engaging in multiple encounters with insurgents. Pakistan's blatant disregard for human life is evident in these incidents, where civilians and security personnel have fallen victim to its proxy war. Despite consistent efforts by the Indian Army to foil infiltration attempts, and the rising frequency of these encounters signals Pakistan's growing desperation to disrupt peace. According to data from the South Asia Terrorism Portal, in 2024 alone, there have been 61 terror-related incidents in Jammu and Kashmir, resulting in the neutralization of 69 terrorists while claiming 57 lives, including 26 security personnel. Despite Pakistan's claims of non-involvement, intelligence and on-ground evidence point to Islamabad's direct hand in this proxy war.
Pakistan does not like peace and tranquility in Jammu and Kashmir. They have already fought 4 wars, and after 90s, they have taken up this Operation Topak of planning by General Ziaul-Haq, where it was the giving 1,000 cuts to India, and those 1,000 cuts were sending these jihadis and these terrorists into the Kashmir Valley to create mayhem. Now this also they have lost, because after Article 370 was abolished and abrogated and Operation All Out conducted, people in the valley have realized that they were being made a fool of by the politicians from within also, and also Pakistan, the propaganda that was coming there. And that is why they came out in large numbers to vote. Now this, Pakistan is totally trying to do internationalization of this Kashmir issue through these terrorists, which they will not succeed.
Reports indicate that Pakistan's intelligence services, particularly the Inter-Services Intelligence ISI, continues to run training camps across the line of control, equipping insurgents with arms and guerrilla warfare training. This cross-border aid directly supports terror outfits like Jaish-e-Mohammed, Lashkar-e-Taiba and Hizbul Mujahideen, which receive steady funding and weapons from Pakistan. By maintaining sleeper cells within Jammu and Kashmir, these groups have intensified their terror campaigns, feeding a renewed cycle of violence and instability in the region. Defense experts warn that these terror networks and sleeper cells have been reactivated, likely with strategic backing from Pakistan. It is becoming increasingly evident that these operatives are facilitated by Pakistan to undermine security and disrupt progress in Kashmir.
Terrorist now is becoming bolder and bolder and bolder. The terrorist is using grenades. Grenade means what? Area weapon means when you throw a grenade, it's above the surface. Maximum people should get injured or killed, whatever the case may be. It does not create any holes in the earth. No, nothing like this. It's anti-infantry. It's an infantry weapon. So if grenade is being used, it means their aim is clear to wound maximum people as much as possible or kill and create terror. And that's what they're doing. Problem is, who is supporting them? They can't operate without support. So there are sleeper cells. And who are the sleeper cells? They are the ground root level workers. They are normal society.
This is a deliberate attempt by Islamabad to keep Jammu and Kashmir mired in violence, even as Pakistan grapples with a dire economic crisis, rampant political chaos, and growing isolation on the international stage. In response to the growing threat, the Indian Army has intensified its operations across Jammu, with a particular focus on forested areas that provide cover to these terrorist cells. Despite Pakistan's destabilizing efforts, India remains resolute in its mission to safeguard its citizens and borders.